Concerns are certainly growing as two suspected cases of non-travel related Zika are being investigated in South Florida, meaning the people may have been affected in the United States, not out of the country.
The president has been in contact with Governor Rick Scott, offering financial and other support to investigate the origins and prevent future cases. Of the 353 travel-related Zika cases in Florida, 6 are in Duval County, 3 in Clay, 3 in St. John's, and 5 in Alachua County.
The answer to protecting all of us may be this. Developed on the campus of the University of Florida, Mary Baer spent time with researchers there who are waging their own battle against the mosquito-borne virus.
Yeah, so Tarek and Joy, that thing you just showed us there is what UF researchers have created, a Zika weapon of sorts. And now they're fighting to get federal approval to trap carriers of the virus to keep you safe.
I am so excited about this.
Florida graduate student Casey Parker is passionate about a certain mosquito.
It's got like a depiction of both of them.
And a project she's been working on at the University Entomology Department for years.
I was working with this trap when it was just an idea in our heads.
It's a trap she hopes will soon be in backyards all over. The color is by design, not a Georgia Bulldog theme at this all-Florida research lab, but the red and black contrast is proven to lure in mosquitoes. And Parker says there's an attractant inside that's like food.
So the females realize there's food in there for my babies. I can go in there and lay them, and they think that they will develop, but in fact, they will not.
It's taken on new life with the interest in the Zika virus.
I am holding the most dangerous animal in the world.
Parker's been working with Dr. Zika Killer, who says these tiny creatures grow into killers, taking some 750,000 lives every year.
Plus, there are a lot of deformities now from some of the diseases that are being transmitted by mosquitoes.
Aedes aegypti is also known as the yellow fever mosquito and is one of the vectors of the Zika virus.
These insect experts insist their trap is effective and needed. The type of mosquitoes that carry Zika, called Aedes aegypti, are not the biting bugs you're swatting in the evening hours or early morning. These critters thrive in the day and only breed and congregate around shallow water, as in your backyard flower pots, puddles, or anything holding excess rainwater.
When we're outside, we need to be wearing bug repellent.
Absolutely.
All the time now.
All the time, not just in the evenings when you're primarily getting bit. You also need to wear it during the day.
I'm originally from Brazil, so Zika affects me very personally.
UF research scientist Dr. Roberto Pereira just got back from Brazil.
I've had members of my family in Brazil that had dengue, and it's a hard disease to go through, but it doesn't have the consequences that Zika has.
He believes the concern over Zika outweighs any worries some may have about pesticides.
I know that Roberto, who is from Brazil, says that he would like nothing more than to be able to tell his relatives and the people of Brazil that he did something to help them.
We all do research in the hopes that it will be used for the greater good. And in this case, it is sad that the Zika problem has occurred in such in such force, but it does give meaning to what I'm doing and gives the trap a significance in the world.
What a bright young woman. She is making a difference through her research. Casey Parker recently took her trap to Washington seeking federal support, and she told me today it was well received. She believes that they're closer to receiving emergency registration for the trap, and they're now looking at the Centers for Disease Control to grant it. She and her professors hope to mass produce them soon. While they await government approval, they already are finalists in a program to supply the traps to areas in Honduras to try to protect people there from the virus. Tarek, Joy?
So, Mary, now we have 2 suspected non-travel cases of Zika, both in South Florida. And until now, the other people affected were bitten while traveling and then returned home and started showing symptoms then?
Right, and brought them here, right? So now the concern is, though, of the local transmission. And the UF researchers explained it to me this way. In order to get local transmission, one of those travelers infected with Zika is then bitten by one of the mosquitoes that are here in the US, and then that mosquito feeds on another human here. So it's important that we all be responsible and do what the professors are telling us and everybody's telling us, the health department and everything, is get rid of that standing water, wear the mosquito repellent all the time, and cover up when outside, because in this case we're talking about this certain mosquito. This certain type of mosquito is out all day, not just at dusk and dawn.
Even in the heat of the day, huh?
In the heat of the day.
That is good information for
An
folks to
awesome
know.
creation.
Well, it's going to be exciting to see when they finally get this thing out there, and we'll all be hopefully using them in our backyards.
Right. Thank you,
Thanks,
Mary.
Mary. Folks, if you go to news4jax.com, along with the Zika dice, find out how blood donations are now being tested for Zika. You can also find a link to track cases day by day here in Florida and the county where you live. We've also included results of Consumer Reports investigations into clothes that promise to prevent mosquito bites, as well as repellents that work to keep your friends and family safe. Just look on the home page of news4jax.com.